Give it up for DDR himself, David Diego Rodriguez. Coming next to stage, we got Axel Cardenas.
All right. How we doing, folks? All
Yeah.
right. It's good to see a couple of Mexicans because I can relate. You know, growing up Mexican, we grew up playing this game called Loteria, which is Mexican bingo. And it's funny you mentioned the paper food stamps because we used to play with those. And that's where we got milk and cereal. That wasn't part of my bit, but I can relate, brother. So yeah, growing up Mexican, I got trained for a lot of things. I got trained to be an interpreter and a translator. So when ComEd would call back in the day, my mind would be like, bueno, ¿quién habla? Oh, hi, miss, this is ComEd. We're calling you because you're pretty much overdue. Oh, I don't speak Spanish. Give me 1 second, please. First of all, I never seen my mom so goddamn polite. I'm like, where the fuck is this? Shit. And I go to the phone and I'm like, yeah, you're like 3 months behind. You probably didn't tell Dad. So that shit was an argument. But anyways, growing up, I was a fantastic student in elementary school. I figured out how to turn an F into an A up until parent-teacher conference day. And my mom would come over and she didn't speak any kind of English and I would have to translate for my teacher. And my teacher would be like, moment of truth, Axel, you need to tell your mom that you're not doing really good at school. Ma, dice la maestra que estoy haciendo fantástico en la escuela. Ni madres, cabrón. Yo puedo ver su cara. And I don't know why. I don't know how many Hispanics are here, but I do not know why. When your mom gets mad, she kind of insults herself. Hijo de tu pinche madre. And it's at that point where I knew that I fucked up. But yeah, you know, growing up Hispanic and translating, it really prepared me for my career. I do really well. I'm in HR. I'm happy. It's secure. But I go over benefits with people. You know, I go over benefits with people in Spanish. What I wasn't prepared is going over benefits with people in French. And I went over benefits with a lady who was fairly young. I mean, at the time, 4 years ago, 32, I was 28. And she needed to go over benefits around that time, right? And I was kind of naive. You gotta remember, folks, I gotta tell you, folks, my first everything was at 23, okay? So I'm very naive. So this lady comes in and I'm using Google Translate. Thank God for Google Translate. And I get to the point where I'm like, there's plan A, there's plan B. You're not supposed to tell them which one to pick, but I'm like, plan B, you get the best of both worlds. Do you have children? Yeah, I have one child. She's a girl. And I'm like, oh. And she pulls out a picture. It's cute. The lady's from Africa, so it's a cute kid, right? And the lady's like, do you have kids? And I'm like, yeah, I have a beautiful 4-year-old. He's gorgeous. I'm very naive. And the lady's like, you have a girlfriend? And I'm like, at the time, no. Are you married? No. I forget which hand it is. I've been Mexican married. And then she's like, the next part just would shake anybody in HR. She's like, no chaka chaka? Yeah. And I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, I pay child support every month on time. And I need my job. So I tell this lady very politely, oh, me? No chaka chaka for me. I'm okay, I'm all right. And the lady's like, is there a camera in the room? And I'm like, oh shit. And I tell the lady, I'll tell you what, I'll get a translator. I knew a guy in the other department who spoke French, and I'm like, I'll get him. We'll continue this tomorrow. I grew up in the south side of Chicago, folks. We used to play basketball with the brothers. 6-on-6. We have 4 Mexican kids, 2 white kids, and man, y'all talk a lot of shit. We grew up in a neighborhood where there's a lot of crime, but we had a good time. And us Mexican kids, we got together. I'm like, we need to give this shit out. We need respect. And we'd be like, man, y'all fast. You guys are good. You think you guys can beat us in soccer? And back in the day, well, still to this day, most people, they sag their pants. And when they start playing soccer, the brothers, I don't know why y'all gotta do everything in style. Y'all be like this. Hey, yo, hey, man, catch the ball. Y'all be looking like, y'all dancing Mexican music and shit. My name's Axel, that's my time.
Yeah! Keep it going for Axel. Yeah. I gotta say, total player move to keep on going for Joe when Usher's